Hi everyone, welcome again to the class of literary readers. Today I'm going to talk about the important diaspora writers. In this video, I'm going to talk about the writers Salman Rushdie, B.S. Naipaul, Jane Rees, Kazuo Ishiguro, Hanif Qureshi, Carol Phillips, Timothy Peter Moore, and Sam Selvon. This video is going to be a long video, so keep watching till the end. Let's start the video. Before proceeding, I would like to talk about the term diaspora. Diaspora refers to the dispersion of people from their homeland. A diaspora is someone who is away from his native land due to several reasons, maybe political, cultural, social, and economic. It is possible that these reasons forced him to live in another country. So, a diaspora is someone who is away from his country and now living in another country. If we talk about the diaspora literature, then diaspora literature deals with works that are written by authors who live outside their native land. So the diasporic writers are away from their native land, but still they write about their native land in their works. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the writers who are from different countries and now living in the country England. Next I'm going to talk about the writer Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie was born in 1940 in the year 1947 in Mumbai, India, now living in Britain. He got the Booker Prize for the novel Midnight's Children in the year 1981. In 2008, he was considered as 50 greatest British writers since the year 1945 by the magazine The Times. He also came into a major controversy when he published the work Satanic Verses in the year 1988. A fatwa or an assassination was issued to kill the writer Salman Rushdie by the supreme leader of Iran. Next, I'm going to talk about the major works by Salman Rushdie. First, we have Grimus, published in the year 1975. It is a science fiction novel. The story talks about the protagonist with the name Flapping Eagle and a young Indian who receives the gift of immortality after drinking a magic fluid. Next, we have the most celebrated and the important work by Salman Rushdie, Midnight's Children, published in the year 1971. The novel is an allegory for events in India before and after the independence and partition of India. The story of this novel talks about the protagonist and the narrator Salim Sinai, born who was born at the exact moment when India got independence. He was born with the telepathic powers. The novel is divided into three books. The next work is Shame, published in the year 1983. The setting of this novel is in Q, that refers to the place called Quetta, that is in Pakistan. The theme is based on shame begets violence. The concept of shame and shamelessness are explored through all of the characters, with the main focus being on Sufia, Zenobia, and Omar Khayyam. So the two important characters in this novel are Sufia, Zenobia, and Omar Khayyam. Next, we have Satanic Verses, published in the year 1988. This book is in 9 parts. The theme is based on magic realism. Here we have the two protagonists, Gibril Farishta and Saladin Chamcha. This book was banned in India because this book was considered as a hate speech directed towards Muslim. This book was nominated for the Booker Prize. Next we have Moore's Last Sigh, published in the year 1995. The setting of this novel is in Bombay and Cochin. Here we find the reference of the writer William Babington Macaulay. The other important works by Rushdie are Ground Beneath Her Feet, published in the year 1999. Then we have Shalimar the Clown, published in the year 2005. This book was nominated for the Booker Prize. Then we have The Enchantress of Florence, published in the year 2008. And last we have 2 years, 8 months, and 28 nights, published in the year 2005. So this was all about the writer Salman Rushdie. Next, I'm going to talk about the important British diasporic writer V.S. Naipaul. V.S. Naipaul is a British novelist who was born in the year 1932 and died in the year 2018. He was born in Trinidad and Tobago. V.S. Naipaul got the Booker Prize in the year 1971 for the novel In a Free State. He was also awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 2001. Next, I'm going to talk about the major works by Naipaul. First, we have The Mystic Messour, published in the year 1957. It is a comic novel. The story talks about a frustrated writer, Ganesh Ram Sumer. Then we have The Suffrage of Elvira, published in the year 1958. It is again a comic novel set in Trinidad. Then we have Miguel Street, published in the year 1959. It is a collection of short stories that deals with author's childhood memories. Then we have the most important work by Naipaul, A House for Mr. Biswas, published in the year 1961. Story talks about the protagonist Mohan Biswas, a Hindu Indo-Trinidadian who continually strives for success and mostly fails, who marries into the Tulsi family only to find himself dominated by it, and who finally sets the goal of owning his own house. Then we have The Middle Passage, published in the year 1962. It is a travel book in the form of essay. Then we have The Mimic Man, published in the year 1967. Here we have the protagonist Ralph Singh, an Indo-Caribbean politician. Then we have the important work by Naipaul, In a Free State, published in the year 1971. This novel got the Booker Prize. This novel is divided into three short stories. The first one is One Out of Many. The second one is Tell Me Who to Kill, and the last one is In a Free State. Then we have Gorillas, published in the year 1975. This novel is based on the theme of colonialism and revolution. Here we have the two important characters, Jen and Rosh, and the narrator Salim. Then we have A Bend in the River, published in the year 1979. The story talks about the character Salim, a merchant in post-colonial mid-20th century Africa. This novel was shortlisted for the Booker Prize. Then we have Enigma of Arrival, published in the year 1987. It is an autobiography divided into 5 sections. Then we have Half a Life, published in the year 2001. Here we have the protagonist Willie Somerset Chandran. Then last we have Magic Seeds, published in the year 2004. This book is a sequel to Half a Life. So this was all about the writer V.S. Naipaul. Next, I'm going to talk about the writer Jean Rhys. The writer Jean Rhys was born in the year 1819 and died in the year 1979. He was born in Dominica. She was born in Dominica. Her important works are The Left Bank and Other Stories. It is a collection of short stories that was published in the year 1927. Then we have After Leaving Mr. Mackenzie, published in the year 1931. It is an autobiographical fiction focused on the life of the important character Julia Martin. Then we have Voyage in the Dark, published in the year 1934. The story talks about the protagonist Anna Morgan, who is moved from her Caribbean home to England by an uncaring stepmother after the death of her father. Then we have Good Morning Midnight, published in the year 1939. Here we have the important character Sasha Jensen. The story deals with women's feelings of depression, loneliness, desperation during the years between the two world wars. The title of this novel has been taken from the poem Good Morning Midnight that was written by Emily Dickinson. Then we have the important work White Sargasso Sea, published in the year 1966. This novel is both a response and prequel to Charlotte Bronte's Jane Eyre. It is a feminist response to Charlotte Bronte's novel Jane Eyre, describing the background to Mr. Rochester's marriage from the point of view of his midwife, Antoinette Cosway. Now, here the writer used an alternative name at the place of Bertha. The setting of this novel is in Caribbean island. The theme is based on this novel is based on the theme of post-colonialism and racism. Then we have Tigers Are Better Looking, published in the year 1968. It is a collection of short stories. Next, I'm going to talk about the important writer Kazuo Ishiguro. Kazuo Ishiguro was born in 1954 in Japan, now living in England. He got the Booker Prize for the novel The Remains of the Day in the year 1989 and won the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 2017. His novel Never Let Me Go, that was published in the year 2005, was considered by the magazine The Times best novel of the year. Next, I'm going to talk about the major works by the writer Ishiguro. First, we have A Pale View of Hills, published in the year 1982. This novel details the post-war memories of Atsuko, the protagonist Atsuko, a Japanese woman who is trying to deal with the suicide of her daughter Keiko. Then we have An Artist of the Floating World, published in the year 1986. The setting of this novel is during World War II. Here we have the narrator Masuji Ono, an aging painter who looks back on his life and how he has lived. Then we have The Remains of the Day, published in the year 1989. It is an epistolary novel. Story talks about the protagonist Stevens who takes a road trip to visit a former colleague, Miss Canton. The story talks about the reminiscence about events at Darlington Hall in the 1920s and 1930s. This novel got the Booker Prize in the year 1989. Then we have We Were Orphans, published in the year 2000. It is a detective novel. Here we have the protagonist Christopher Banks. The setting of this novel is in China. Then we have Never Let Me Go, published in the year 2005. This novel comes under the genre of dystopian science fiction. The setting of this novel is in England, 1990s, and narrated by Kathy H. And besides Kathy H., we have two more important characters, Ruth and Tommy. And last we have The Buried Giant, published in the year 2015. It is a fantasy novel. The story talks about the Breton couple, Axel and Beatrice. The setting of this novel is in England. Next, I'm going to talk about the writer Hanif Qureshi. Hanif Qureshi started his career with the name Antonia French and Karim. He was born in the year 1954 in South London. His father is from Pakistan. In 2008, in the year 2008, he was considered as 50 greatest British writers since 1945 by the magazine The Times. Next, I'm going to talk about the major works. First, we have his two important screenplays with the title Semi and Rosie Get Laid in the year 1988, My Beautiful Laundrette in the year 1996. Next, we have The Buddha of Suburbia, published in the year 1990. This novel got the Whitbread Award for the best first novel. It is an autobiographical fiction. Here we have the protagonist Kareem, a mixed race teenager who is desperate to escape suburban South London and to have new experiences in London in the 1970s. Then we have Intimacy, published in the year 1998. This novel deals with a middle aged man, Jay, and his thoughts about leaving his wife and two young sons. Then we have Gabriel's Gift, published in the year 2001. The story talks about the protagonist, Gabriel, who is 15 years old, a self possessed, who wants to become a filmmaker. Then, last, we have The Body, published in the year 2003. Here we have the important character Adam, a British writer in his 60s who is given the chance to transfer his mind to a younger body but then misses his wife and family. Next, I'm going to talk about the writer Carol Phillips. Carol Phillips was born in the year 1958 in St. Kitts. St. Kitts is an island in West Indies. Now, the writer is living in England. This writer is also known as Black Atlantic writer, as most of his works are based on the exploration and experiences of peoples of African diaspora in England, in the Caribbean Sea, and in United States. Next, I'm going to talk about the important works by Carol Phillips. First, we have The Final Passage, published in the year 1985. The setting of this novel is in Caribbean island in 1950s. The story talks about the protagonist Layla, who is unsatisfied with the life on island. Now she decides to leave. Her subsequent passage to England brings her face to face with the consequences of the decisions she has made to determine her life on her own terms. Next, we have European Tribe, published in the year 1987. It is a collection of essays. The next one is Crossing the River, published in the year 1993. This novel comes under the genre of historical novel. The story talks about three black people during different time periods and in different continents as they struggle with the separation from their native Africa. Here we have the two important characters, Nash, Martha, and Travis. Then we have Color Me English, published in the year 2011. It is a collection of essays based on the themes of identity, home, and belonging. Then we have Dancing in the Dark, published in the year 2005. The story talks about the story is based on the character Bert Williams, the first black entertainer in United States. Then we have A Distant Shore, published in the year 2003. This novel is about challenged identity of two individuals, Dorothy, who is an English woman, and Solomon, who is an African man. Next, we have the writer Timothy Peter Moore. He was born in 1950 in Hong Kong, now living in England. His important works are, the first one is The Monkey King, published in the year 1978. It is a comic novel. Here we have the protagonist Wallace Nolasco. Then we have Sword Sweet, published in the year 1982. The story talks about the Chinese immigrant and his wife based on their effort to make their home in 1960s. Next, I'm going to talk about the writer Sam Selvon. Sam Selvon was born in the year 1923 and died in the year 1994. He was born in Trinidad and Tobago, then later moved to England. His most important works are: the first one is Brighter Sun, published in the year 1952. It comes under the genre of coming of age novel. The story talks about the marriage and the early adulthood of the protagonist Tiger. Then we have The Lonely Londoners, published in the year 1956. The story talks about the life of West Indians in post World War II. The setting of this novel is in London. Then we have Ways of Sunlight, published in the year 1957. And last we have Turn Again Tiger, published in the year 1958. So that's all for today. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, then do subscribe to it and keep watching Literary Readers. Thank you.